Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Al coming at you today with another Apex gameplay and another Let's Talk Life episode. Today I want to talk to you guys about not letting your past define you. And that can be, plenty of different things, things that you've done in your past that may be good or may be bad, but don't let certain aspects of your past define where you take your next step at in life. For today's topic, I'm going to talk about me. I'm a convicted felon, labeled as a violent criminal because I was young and dumb. I was 24. I want to say I was 24. I was out partying with some friends, back in the day. I used to drink, pop pills and all that. Thought I was a cool kid on the block, Nothing's going to stop me. Ain't nothing going to run through me. I'm a brick wall. And I got taught that lesson not very young, but, at least early enough that I could learn from it and use it as a stepping stone into a brighter future. But anyway, I'll give you guys a quick recap of what happened. Like I said, I was drinking back then, popping pills, and we was all out at a bonfire one night. A buddy of mine was getting ready to go fight somebody, and, well, you ain't gonna fight my buddy and me not be there. So I jumped in and, we took off and we was going to go fight this guy. And we got out there and they started squaring up and they started fighting. Well, next thing I know, dude pulls out a taser and starts tasing my buddy. I run up and I didn't shoot the guy, but I pistol whipped him in the back of the head is what the police report said. The police report said that I hit him in the back of the head 9 times with a pistol. I have no recollection of it. And I mean, the last thing I remember was him getting tased. The next thing I remember, I woke up in the hospital. That was the first thing I remember. I woke up in the hospital. There was no cops around, and I woke up wondering what was going on. Where am I? Why I'm in the hospital? And then I started remembering what had happened. And I'm like, well, cool. There's no cops here. So maybe I won't be going to jail. Because when I got pulled over, they said that they had, I want to say it was 10 cop cars, guns drawn and everything. I mean, they were coming at us, and we wasn't getting out of it, and all this was told to me after the fact, but I had no recollection of it. I mean, even till this day, and this is years ago that this had happened. And so I wake up in the hospital and they're like, okay, well, you're fine, you're good to go, and la-da-da-da-da. Because apparently dude had, like, after I had knocked out or fell out or whatever it was that had happened, somehow I got hit in the back of the head with a baseball bat. And I'm not real sure how or what or any of that. This is all just bits and pieces that have been told to me over the time. So I got hit in the head with a baseball bat, and that's what I guess put me out. So I'm leaving the hospital, and I'm trying to stay in line. I know I'm jumping back and forth, but I'm at the hospital, I'm thinking I'm getting ready to leave, and lo and behold, well, no, you can't leave yet. We got to do something else real quick. Next thing I know, the cops are coming in, taking me in handcuffs. So then that's when I was formally charged. I was charged with 2nd degree assault with a deadly weapon. Had to get a lawyer, and the lawyer ended up costing me $10,000. And when it was all said and done, I got out of it with a Class D felony. They called it assault under extreme emotional distress. And but like I said, it was a Class D felony, so for the rest of my life, I'm labeled as a violent criminal and a convicted felon. And there's expungement laws and stuff like that, so hopefully in the future I can get that taken care of. But the moral of the story is that even though that happened to me, I've worked past it and overcame it, and I didn't let that define me. Instead of sticking to the drugs and the drinking, I've been clean and sober for probably going on 3 years now. I can't say completely sober because I drink occasionally, but nothing like what I used to. I might have 1 or 2 beers here and there. You know, I didn't stick to the same paths that I was going. I learned from it and, you know, decided to make better decisions for myself. And now I'm going to school, you know, going for computer programming and, you know, everything else. So, I mean, just because I had a bad card, I guess you could say, you know, I was dealt a bad card, but I didn't let that define me. You know, I chose to overcome it and not stay in that direction in life, you know, try to continue making the best for myself that I could. And I feel like I've done that. So whatever you feel like is holding you back, don't, you know, I mean, it's as simple as that. Don't let it hold you back. You can always move forward and, you know, try to figure out what's going to be the best thing for you to do with your life. Nobody's going to control you. Nothing that you've done is going to control you unless you're already, you know, if you're incarcerated and they have YouTube in there. But even then, man, I mean, if you're in the system, that it'll stop you from getting certain jobs. It'll stop you from, you know, ownership of a firearm or, you know, things like that. But as far as you and your mental stability, it's not going to hold you back. You got to make what you can out of it. So I hope this might help some of you guys out there, but just keep on moving forward, man. You know, and that's the bottom line of it. You got to look out for you no matter what you did or didn't do in life. You don't get a redo button, so you just got to make the most of it. But that's it for this episode. If you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about in the future, just leave it below in the comments section and we'll check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked the video, or you can hit the thumbs down if you didn't like it. But be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for future videos. So until next time, people, it's been your boy Al. I'm out. Peace.